Welcome back, Fayettes and Fantasy Fiends, to chapters 18 through 21 of Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass. You're listening to Book for Two. I'm Scott.
And I'm Genevieve. If you're new here, welcome to our brand of chaos.
We bring the male and female perspective, the wild theories, the heated debates, and of course,
that couple's banter you never knew you needed, but now can't escape.
She likes her books loaded with spice, betrayal, and enough brooding females to make her own assembly of death.
And he likes his with apocalyptic stakes, cinematic fight scenes, and character trauma that hits harder than Karen's stare across the sticks.
Every week we deep dive into the books that wreck your soul and make you cancel plans. And right now we're deep diving Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass.
And once a month we shake things up with a standalone book review. So if you love unhinged theories, emotional damage, and two readers yelling about their fictional obsessions, you're in the right place.
Now it's the part where we talk about exciting things for the podcast and in our personal lives.
Woohoo! All right, let's start with some podcast news, beginning with our guest spot episode where we fan-casted Quicksilver with the wonderful Loretta from Fantastic Pod. That episode is now streaming on her channel. Just look up Fantastic Pod on your favorite podcast listening platform.
We will make sure that it's linked to our bio and onto this episode.
Fabulous.
Next up is Book Club. Now, October's book club will have already happened by the time this episode airs. With that said, we do not have a book or date yet for November. However, you can join the book club on our Discord and vote for November's read. Links are in the descriptions below.
Have we even thought of any kind of theme that we're going to do for November's book read?
Zero theme, and I'm staying away from any pilgrim shit.
Staying away from pilgrim shit. Love it. All right. Next up is some very exciting news. To celebrate our 1-year anniversary of Booked for Two, which is around New Year's, we will be doing a 2025 Booked for Two awards. We will have some serious categories like Best FMC and Series Book of the Year.
And we will have some not so serious ones like Most Broody or Asshole of the Year.
So be on the lookout every week on social media as we reveal one category plus the nominees.
Our final podcast update is letting you know which book we will be deep diving after Blood of Hercules, and I'm sure it comes as no surprise that we will be deep diving Bonds of Hercules.
However, Scott was a week off on the date, so plan on Blood finale and review episode to stream on November 6th, with the premiere of Bonds streaming the following week on November 13th.
Now, we know some of you won't want to wait that long to start the book, and we get that.
I get it.
Yes. But we know that all of you will most likely read it 3 to 4 times, so hopefully one of those times is with us.
Exactly. Go ahead, give it that first good read, get a feel for it. Join us for deep dives as we break down every character, get our own tinfoil hats on, cry weekly when we have to stop reading because we don't want to spoil it for ourselves.
Or it really sucks if we won an early release copy and we won't be able to read it. And real quick, we want to thank Alex from HTP Books for this early release copy. We really appreciate it.
Even though we can't read it.
Yes. Okay, life update time, and it's a big one for me. So I've officially fucking quit personal training.
Hey, I'm glad.
Yeah, I felt extremely uncomfortable working there, so moved on to bigger and better things like working holiday shifts at Barnes & Noble.
Listen, I'm really proud of you for taking that leap, getting out of that toxic situation that you were dealing with over there. I know you kept hanging on for your friend, but this is a much better move for you, and I feel like we're going to need bigger bookcases sooner rather than later. Okay, before we hit play on the trauma, quick warning. This episode will contain spoilers for Blood of Hercules. Consider this your official spoiler shield.
Also, heads up, this is an adult content show. We swear like we're on an episode of The Sopranos, talk about murder like it's a kink, and when the spice hits, let's just say we don't fade the black. You've been warned and you're welcome.
All right, we're back in Blood of Hercules, and Alexis Hurt is somehow surviving the crucible. Barely. The girl's running on fumes, trauma, and spite. But hey, that's pretty much the Spartan way.
Yeah, we're deep into the grind now. The professors are still sadists. Augustus is out here giving emotional whiplash, and Karen's lurking in the shadows like a murderous Michael Myers with better cheekbones.
In chapters 14 through 17, Alexis took a beating, physically, emotionally, and academically. We've got fights, alliances, creepy stares, and an accidental WWE moment in the library.
Oh, and vomit. Don't forget the vomit. Now, she broke a nose, threw punches, and finished with tactical puke on her opponent.
But that was just the warm-up. Coming up next, we've got the Symposium. The He-Man Woman Haters Club meets God-tier orgy. Ooh.
Alexis is walking straight into Lion's Den. And
so grab your ambrosia, hide your sirens, and get ready for chapters 18 through 21, where every boundary gets crossed. And Alexis learns the hard way that survival isn't just physical.
All right, you know what time it is. Sub, review, follow us, feed the algorithm gods. And hey, if you know a bookish friend who would definitely vibe with us, send in our info.
If you're not already hanging with us on socials, now's the time. We have sneak peeks, we have unfiltered chaos, the occasional random live. Thursday nights at 7:30 p.m. Central, we're on TikTok Live. Sometimes it's Deep Theories, sometimes it's Total Gremlin Energy. Sometimes Scott gets peer pressured into reading the spicy bits.
And Discord, get your butt in there. If you've ever screamed about a plot twist at 2 a.m. and wanted someone to scream back, that's the place. The crew is growing, it's unhinged, and it's glorious.
Visual Gremlins, we see you. YouTube's live, full episodes, full spirals, and yes, every side eye I throw at Scott, all in glorious HD.
And come and treat yourself with our merch.
We're talking t-shirts.
Treat yourself.
Mugs.
Treat yourself.
Notebooks.
Treat yourself.
And even vanity plates.
Treat yourself. Because nothing says functional adult like slapping a dark Hallmark tagline on your car at bookfor2.com.
Okay, spoiler shield up. This episode covers Blood of Hercules, and Jasmine Mass gave us a full content warning, which we're passing on. This is a story of dark romance and darker obsession. Please note that it contains themes that may be triggering for some readers. There is violence, depictions of murder, stalking, suicidal thoughts, bullying, explicit language, and betrayal. For a full list, please see the author's website, jasminemassbooks.com. It's a slow burn, but there are open door scenes. Please take care of yourself. If any of these aren't your jam, now's your chance to tap out. All right, warning's dropped. Tea's hot. Chaos is unlocked.
Let's dive into episode 36, chapters 18 through 21 of Blood of Hercules by Jasmine Mass.
Let's turn the page. The Symposium, Chapter 18, Alexis.
Grab your laurels and your fragile masculinity. It's Symposium night, baby.
He-Man Woman Haters Club Day, baby. Augustus is leading this gaggle of excited boys and one very unexcited Alexis to the big event. Meanwhile, she can't shake that crawling on your skin feeling like she's being watched. She's starting to think she's going out of her mind. And then they get there, and she's furious. Her mind's been violated, her privacy invaded. All for a party that looks like it was thrown by Charlie Brown on a budget.
Wah, wah. This
Perfect
sounded like
sound
the,
for that. Oh my God.
who was it, the adults?
Yes, the parents are the adults. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, and look, Patro and Achilles are there. So it's officially a party. While everyone else follows Augustus to his table area, Alexis nopes right out of there and finds herself a quiet little corner to hide in. She people watches, wallows in her own sarcasm, and thinks of Charlie because at the end of the day, surviving this mess is still for him.
Based on the sights, smells, and sounds, this is the good old boys club. You know, where they sip bourbon, scotch, smoke cigars, and congratulate each other on being rich and being men. Except in real life, most of these guys are just trying to hide their gay feelings for each other and most likely have Grindr accounts.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Republicans. While rolling her eyes, now it doesn't exactly say that in the book, but I can imagine her doing so. She grabs what she came for, the food, which is exactly what you would do in this situation.
Exactly what I would do. I'm here for the food.
While she's trying to joyfully ignore everyone and enjoy the pleasure of cheese, she hears a voice say, "Here she is, sir." Ah, the downside to being the only woman. Being way too easy to spot.
Oh, fantastic. It's Zeus. Storm gray eyes, lion to match. Clearly, it's family reunion time. Except instead of the grand, godly presence you'd expect, we get Zeus fumbling his way through small talk. Like he just realized parenthood is a thing. He basically calls her an uncultured swine, but hey, he's proud of how she's handling the crucible. Very sweet. Maybe he'll even allow her into his house. Thanks, asshole. At least he finally admits that she is his, says that they share an eye color, the white one, not the black one. He swears he doesn't remember anyone else with heterochromia or black eyes like hers, which is interesting considering both of hers used to be black.
Yes.
Yes.
Then it gets real awkward because Zeus doesn't know how to get out of this conversation. He mentions something about soup and then skedaddles away.
Soup?
And what's sad is because she's always worried about Charlie, this is the first time she's ever truly felt ugly. That's sad. But thanks to God, she's got Nyx to comfort her with hilarious murderous rage. Apparently, Nyx sleeps like a log because Alexis told her about Augustus mind-fucking her earlier, and she somehow slept through that. Speaking of sleeping through things, apparently when Alexis was 11, Nyx was the reason for that Montana plague that hit national news. She bit everyone who talked shit about Alexis. Now, that's a real one.
That's awesome. Just when you think things couldn't get worse, the party takes a hard left into what the actual Hades? 1 second it's awkward small talk, the next it's full-blown orgy hosted by supermodel Sirens.
Nice.
Picture the most flawless human you can imagine.
Picturing it.
Yeah, they wouldn't even get a participation ribbon here. We've got sparkly hair, eyes and colors Pantone hasn't cataloged yet. And of course, an overwhelming display of anatomy.
Engorged.
So, yes, engorged. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for more dick talk. Undoubtedly.
Dick talk it is.
Meanwhile, poor Alexis is standing there looking like someone dropped her in the middle of Mount Olympus after dark. She glances at the Broody Bunch's booth, but there's no Augustus. Just the duo, making everything even weirder and more awkward for her. And Nyx, oh, she's thriving. Chaos Gremlin mode activated. She's over there playing wingman.
Quote, "Look away, kid. You're too innocent for this."
Oh, please. I'm going to be 20 soon.
Kid, you keep flinching every time you see a penis.
Have you seen them? They're horrifying.
I'm looking at one right now, unfortunately.
Is it supposed to curve to the left like that?
I don't know. Do I look like a penis expert to you?
What are those people doing?
I think they're trying to seduce a musician and failing. Whoever this mysterious musician is, he's got everyone going crazy. It's either Vessel or Hosier.
Ooh.
Oh my God. What if Karen is Vessel? Whoever's on the piano clearly wants zero part of anyone. Nyx thinks maybe they're asexual, into spiders, or arachnids as they call them. Then a female siren points at Alexis and says,
I think she's laughing at us.
To one of the male sirens, Alexis assures her it's the situation in general. As they're about to move on, the siren realizes something. Alexis can understand her. And she can understand Nyx. Her power is talking to sentient creatures. She's not feeling euphoric, though, but it's hard to tell when you're bleeding from your brain.
Nyx, being the suspicious little murder ball she is, though, wants proof that Alexis can actually understand the sirens. Alexis tells her that one of them called her beautiful and gracious, which doesn't exactly convince Nyx that diplomacy is the move here. But for Alexis, this is electric. For the first time, she feels alive. That connection, that power, it lights her up from the inside out. She's not some broken, powerless girl anymore. There's something new sparkling inside of her, something dangerous and thrilling. So when the sirens ask if she wants to play a game, she doesn't hesitate this time. She's all in. Vessel, or whoever's on the piano, is not on board, though, which becomes hilariously obvious when he hits a sour note big enough to kill the mood.
All right, so big takeaway from this chapter is Alexis finally has her powers.
Hell yeah, that's awesome. Finally have something. She's so excited about Dr. Doolittle, though. Okay, so sentient creatures. Who do we know that are sentient creatures?
We got Nick.
Sirens, obviously.
Sirens. Poco, we haven't heard anything, so we don't know. I don't think he said. Same with, what are the names of the mentors? The Jaguar and...
Wow. Yeah, we never see them. We always just see Poco.
It is what it is. Either way, the Raven, pretty much everyone else's animals, I don't think she can talk to.
Yeah.
Or hear.
Yeah.
But she can talk to Nyx,
But what about minotaurs
sirens.
or centaurs?
We don't know because we haven't seen her around those yet.
Okay. It's either minotaurs or centaurs are sentient creatures.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal now because now that we know what her power is, but I'd still like to go back and just take a look for funsies and see if we missed an Easter egg. Mm-hmm. So that's going to bring us to tinfoil hat time.
Oh my gosh. This tinfoil hat, the whole eye thing, right? But her eyes aren't naturally that white and black.
Well, it's weird because his are actually storm gray, but her other one is white, but I'm wondering if it looks more storm gray.
That's how everybody makes it sound, that it is storm gray.
But her started as black. Now, here's where you and I went crazy because we were trying to figure out her lineage, and I kept going back. And for those of us who are watching on YouTube, I will show you on video here the family tree.
Yeah, the family tree.
If you go to the Chthonic family tree, okay, if we're going to be doing team professors and team mentors, I was like, how is it going to work sexually without it being weird? Because I feel like
incestuous.
She would be their niece almost, at least Karen maybe and Augustus. So I was like, that's weird. Then I was like, wait a minute, what is this symbol underneath Hades and Persephone?
We looked at it so many times, just looked right over it because there's no name associated with it. Everything else has a name.
But it's easy to glance over because every other person has a symbol and you just automatically assume that's a symbol for somebody. I just glanced over because I just saw a symbol there and didn't even think that there's no name there either. And there wasn't a single mention of a child
that we can find.
We went back to any mention of Hades where he's there, which was
Persephone.
Yeah, which is chapter 5 during the massacre, and there was no mention of a child. And she has a scar on her stomach,
her sternum.
Yes, and it keeps acting up. And I want to go back again and super deep dive and see exactly when it acts up. Like, it's certain parts of her body act up in certain situations, I've noticed.
Yes, I agree.
So her wrists,
her ear, her wrists, her chest.
Stomach.
Yes.
Anything I think that involves certain trauma with a certain person
Yeah.
which is weird because she was grabbing her wrist with Zeus.
I have actually started noting all of the phantom pains in her wrists.
Okay.
So I have a whole list of phantom pains in her wrists again, phantom pains in her wrists again. But it also comes when she's feeling attacked.
Yeah.
So she relives that trauma maybe of being, I think we thought she was like staked to the outside by ropes or something.
Yep.
So that's what makes me think of maybe just trauma scars or trauma. I don't know. I've made note of it because it's a lot.
And then going back to eye color, we went back to look at Hades' eye color, and it's the deepest black.
It is.
So I'm just saying, that's the only thing to me that makes sense to where it's not sexually weird.
Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. We didn't like it any other way. So
Yeah, it was
and
too
it makes
close.
sense that there's no name with that on there. I feel like this is less tinfoil hatty and look what we just.
Not only that, but we broke down her power too. So she's able to talk to creatures because Persephone's lineage, her mother was a creature, because I think Demeter is male. I think one of the male gods. I think off the top of my head, I can't remember if Demeter's male or female. Either way, the other one was a creature. So we're thinking that's how she's able to talk to creatures. So
Demeter is the Greek goddess.
Okay, so goddess. It's a male creature. Okay. So she has Olympian blood.
She has
with Demeter, because Persephone has Olympian and creature blood.
Yes.
And then, of course, you have Hades with the Broody Bunch blood.
Yes.
So
she's
she's
got
all
three.
three.
She is the triple. Oh my
so
gosh.
she's the one. That would make sense for her to be the
She
one,
is
because
the
she
one.
represents everybody.
I love it so much.
So
right,
that
so
is
what
our
is-
tinfoil hat, that she is the daughter of Persephone and Hades.
So with this new information, do we think anything new about Charlie?
Yeah, so I'm wondering, because her and Charlie only do sign language and he only spoke once, if Charlie is a creature.
I know. Like a
'Cause he has
sentient
the
creature?
the eyes.
The yellow eyes, the bright yellow eyes.
Because we haven't seen any other person with yellow eyes yet, or creatures yet that we've heard about with yellow eyes. The only other thing I can think of is maybe a siren. Because think about it. Think about this. Why would he not talk then? Because nobody would be able to understand him, but he could understand everybody else, because that's what sirens can do, right? They can understand everybody, but nobody can understand them. However, he spoke once and she understood him, but never spoke again. Why is that?
Ooh.
And he's obviously able to learn sign language because he can learn any language. He's super smart, because sirens are extremely smart.
Ooh, what if he is a siren? That's a
might
good
be.
call. Because we haven't heard about any other creature that can understand all of the languages. Oh,
And their
good.
eye colors are always very vibrant and different. We'll have to go back and look at the hair, because their hair colors usually have like sparkles and glitter, I think, or something, is how they mention the sirens in this chapter.
Yeah.
They have a
they're-
certain hair color. But
They were ethereal. I just think that it would have been
But
like,
he's a child.
noticeable.
unless, yeah. But the only thing that would have been engorged on, I don't want to talk about Charlie's junk, but the only thing that would have been engorged on Charlie would have been that. So she probably wouldn't have noticed. She wouldn't have looked at Charlie as good looking. Plus, he was poor. He was malnourished. So,
She did say he was super thin.
because sirens are well taken care of, they don't grow up poor. So this would be like a siren growing up poor. They have to eat too, I would imagine. So being malnourished as a siren, you wouldn't look that attractive. They're supermodels, better than supermodels. Okay, you'd be less attractive.
Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. Maybe he is a siren.
He's
That's
definitely
cool.
a creature. Or
I
something.
like that. Yeah, definitely a
something's
creature. Those
obviously going
yellow
on with Charlie.
eyes.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, what's our next tinfoil hat?
This tinfoil hat, I ruined by asking it about it in Discord.
Okay.
I wanted to know, why is Nyx always asleep? And the response I got was, snakes regulate body temperature by the environment. The classroom they are in is in a cave. A typical mountain cave is on the cooler side, in between 60s and 70s. Depending which species Nyx is, she could be in a sleep called brumation. It's a reptile way of hibernation.
Nice.
So my response was, not over here ruining my paddle out into tinfoil hat territory. I absolutely love all facts. I love snake facts. Found out that this is Lionheart. I'm sorry, Lionheart. I don't know what your real name is.
Yeah, we do
Do
need
I?
to get your real name. No, I
yeah,
don't
I
think
need
we
to
do.
get your real name.
Yeah, what's your real name, Lionheart?
Yeah, Lionheart.
I know who it is.
Who?
They know this much about snakes. David Attenborough.
They
David
all-
Attenborough's in our Discord, everybody. So come join our Discord, and you
With
can
a
meet David Attenborough.
with a sleep token
Hey, no,
avatar too.
David Attenborough's English. Sleep Token's English. I'm just saying. They're all from...
Okay.
So,
So anyways, I learned a lot about snakes, and I guess I don't have to tinfoil hat about Nyx
Yeah.
being asleep all the time.
now we are going to go into tinfoil hat territory with this one, though.
Yes.
And that is, we still actually think she might be Fate.
Yeah. Is she fate?
And-
Is she actually fate?
And here's why. We still stick with the eye color, but she sleeps a lot. And there's too many important things like Augustus, like you mentioned, playing with her mind and getting heated up. And then she just wakes up, oh, what happened? But the biggest tell to me was, again, chapter 5. Chapter 5 was huge.
For the massacre?
For the massacre. It had a lot of stuff that you have to pay attention to.
Okay.
Because after she got knocked out, right, Fate shows up.
Okay.
And like gets her name and everything like that. The whole time Nyx is passed out. And then Fate leaves and she gets the Broody Bunch duo to be her mentors. And then all of a sudden at the end of the chapter, she wakes up. Oh, what happened? Convenient.
Convenient. So you think it's like a out of body experience kind of thing
Yes.
where she can, ooh.
Because, and think about this. How easy is it to be, oh, we're a race where nobody can see us or talk to us.
We're a race of invisible snakes.
Exactly. Not saying that there isn't actual echidnas. This is why it's called Tinfoil Hat section. We're just throwing it out there.
Yep.
And so Fate did say that she was going to intervene to make sure the right things happened.
Yeah.
What better to intervene than to literally be wrapped
To
around her neck?
literally be intervening on the daily.
Yes.
I love it. All right.
Okay. We have 2 favorite quotes from this chapter. Go ahead with the first one.
The first one, the pianist is probably one of those asexuals, like spiders.
You mean arachnids? I like that.
Oh my God, that was so
All
great.
right. So there's arachnid creatures out there.
And then the second quote is, go ahead.
Okay. I thought this was funny. So this is after she finds out about her powers and then she asks Nyx, did you know the whole time? And she's like, I always thought it was weird you could talk to me. And she's like, you knew for 9 years.
And again, I went back and she did say, oh, it's weird that you can talk to me.
Yeah.
And you rebutted with, she was 10. Okay.
She was 10.
All right. That's fair too. That's
And-
also fair.
Nyx did not know that she was a Spartan.
Yeah.
Nyx didn't know until Alexis knew.
Yeah.
So there would be no reason to question it. And then after she became a Spartan, they've already been together for 8 years. So who
So
gives
that
a
makes
shit?
me think that she can't be fate then. Or she's playing this all off as, I had no idea. What
She's
do you
playing it
mean
off.
that
She's
you were
playing
a
it off.
Spartan?
Come on.
You think so? You think Nyx
Yeah,
knew
I
this
still
whole
think
time?
so.
Okay. All right.
She's playing it.
All right. Let's talk about your pick for this chapter.
Okay,
What was
so
your favorite?
I'm going to set the scene real quick. This is Zeus with his failed attempt at trying to bond with Alexis, and it gets all awkward. But of course, she's awkward herself. And then he asks what everyone else asks her. Why are you like this? And then she just claps back. Oh, it's not a rhetorical question.
Oh,
Damn it. But I do feel bad because this is the first time that she has truly felt ugly. And I feel bad because that's her father, or she
Yeah.
thinks that's her father.
yes.
All right. So what's your pick?
My pick, it's also with Zeus. Alexis scraping cheese off the plate with a knife and glaring daggers at Zeus while she sucked the cheese off of the knife.
Yeah.
So freaking hilarious. She growled at him. Yeah, that was epic. I love that she just does not give a fuck.
All right. Then we did have a spicy moment, which is the entire symposium
The
was
whole
a
thing.
spicy moment. Just bodies full, eyes wide shut.
Billionaire, elite club,
Yeah.
whole vibes, leather chairs, mahogany desks, all of the whole thing.
Yeah. I
Cigar
think this is
room.
definitely her take on elite billionaire society
Yes. And just the whole,
and just calling them out at the douchebaggery.
yeah, the hypocrisy. Let's talk about the trope though.
Okay.
Let's talk about being a nice guy to everyone but the FMC. And I'm talking specifically about Augustus.
Yeah.
It's just a trope.
I know. You got to
was
create
it.
that
Just a
tension.
trope.
Got to create
Yeah.
tension.
Being a nice guy to everyone but the
And
FMC.
it's not really a character call out. We're just calling out Zeus being a douche and just awkwardly fucking everything up.
Yeah, he won't even look her in the eye when he's talking to her.
I do like how in this book she is making Zeus look like a giant pussy, because in every book or anything, Zeus is the most powerful, scary son of a bitch out there. And in this, like, Zeus is just deadbeat, like, shitty billionaire father who sired too many fucking bastard children.
Yeah.
That's literally what he is.
And she doesn't give him the respect that he deserves.
And,
She's whatever. But
and in order to make up for shit, he's just going to put her in the will and be like, all right, well, here's $1 million.
all right, you're going to be part of the house. We're going to bring you into
Yeah.
the house because you're
Yeah.
smart. Why are you so wimpy? He called her wimpy.
I know. Fucking douche.
Ooh, that was also a thing that we noticed was that she was tall. And we went back to when Hades came
Yes.
up beside Zeus. And it was like, he was a whole head taller than Zeus. I was like, ooh.
Oh, one of the biggest tells was Persephone, her hair color.
Yes. Oh, Persephone had the golden curly hair.
Yes. Which we get a little bit more of that in a further chapter when it talks about her hair being frizzy and all this other stuff. But we do know she has golden curly hair that,
I think we've nailed that. Like, I have no doubts about that tinfoil hat.
Yeah,
I feel like we can just.
I'm going to say about 95% sure we have that one. There is always that 5% where they could just pull the rug out from under you.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
But I'm going to say that she put that symbol there on purpose to be like, all right, pay attention, fuckers. Everyone always skips through this shit.
And we did.
And everyone does. Because they're just like...
I was legitimately looking at it and was still missing it.
Everybody skips maps and shit like that. And if you look at some of these maps nowadays, there's clues. Just like in the vampire book we're reading, you would have noticed the 4 houses of the vampires and all that shit right away.
Yep.
You just got to pay attention.
Yep. And it's just little teeny tiny sentences too.
Yes.
Like we've gone back and been like, what? I would never have thought anything of this sentence.
I forget what chapter and what sentence it was, but you found a sentence. It was literally just one word, and you were like, holy shit, we missed that one word, which would have told us right away everything. I think it was her power. We would have been like, shit, she can talk to fucking this whole time. We would have known. Yeah, it was.
Was it?
When she said, oh my God, you can talk to me? And that was it. From then on, it was just like, whatever. Because we just thought, oh, she's just a human like this. She's a special. Because she's the one. She's a special.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, man. This was a good chapter.
Yep. You ready to turn the page?
Yes. Let's go.
The Devil You Don't Know, Chapter 19. Alexis.
Hangovers, threats, and mystery boxes. Just another morning in Sparta.
Lena, the female siren, and a few others were now crowded around her booth, asking questions about growing up with humans. Again, they assumed she had this perfect life and that all humans are sexually repressed prudes. It reminds me of those scenes in high school movies where the popular kids suddenly crown the weird kid interesting and ask the dumbest questions imaginable.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Now, keep in mind, they're all butt-ass naked, thigh to thigh with Alexis.
Oh no.
She does think she's a pervert when her eyes wander to the male next to her, or more specifically, his engorged penis, as Nick so poetically describes it.
Okay, but with moaning sirens and wall-to-wall naked bodies, who wouldn't sneak a peek? She's surrounded by living thirst traps, literally. Curiosity is basically a survival instinct at that point. And obviously, she's also trying to catch a glimpse of the mysterious pianist, Vessel. Lena, meanwhile, is over here describing him like a 5-star Yelp review. Toe-curling deliciousness. Then the conversation turns deep. Are humans prudes? Alexis says no. I say yes, especially in America, where we televise childbirth but censor cleavage and breastfeeding. And just when it's getting awkward enough, someone asks her about her body count. And cue a little bit of panic. Turns out Spartans and their creature friends are very open. But let's talk centaurs open. Not the traditional kind either. We're going to reverse it. Flip it, reverse it. Think BoJack Horseman with a gym membership.
Now, at what point are we drawing the line on sex with creatures? Because with the whole milking the cow book.
Milking the Minotaur?
Yeah. That one is fine because a Minotaur has always had the human bottom and the male.
So it's the same thing.
But no, but that's what I mean. Like, what?
No.
You act like it's still cool to fuck a Minotaur, though. Like, what?
So Disney gave us Beauty and the Beast. What did they expect from us?
That is different, though.
It is not. It's not. It's really not.
You're literally fucking a cow or a horse.
He would have done it with Beast if he had stayed in that form. Don't get it twisted. Dark Disney.
Based on what he turned into afterwards, yeah, I can see that. I don't know what Disney was thinking, making him look like that after he was the Beast.
I don't know.
And I think that's where you guys were fucked up because you were like, oh, after Beast form, that's what they look like? Yeah, I'm good.
I'm just going to stick with
that.
Stick with the Minotaur.
Yeah, now I see the Minotaur Centaur thing now. If that's what we got to deal with, nah.
Like, never mind.
What was his name? Prince? What? Come on.
I don't even remember his name. Oh my.
But you remember that look, though, that he gave, right? Look it up. You know the look.
The Beast is not officially named.
Oh, really?
He's simply referred to as the Beast or the Prince. The name Prince Adam originated from the licensed products.
Beast turns human. That's like the first thing that pops up. And it's the look. It is the bug-eyed look.
I totally... Yeah,
dude.
Okay.
First of all,
I swear
look, I'm not trying to dog
Was he always a ginger?
Yes. And,
I swore he was blonde.
And that's why I feel like I have rights to make fun of him right now as a fellow ginger with blue eyes.
I thought he was blonde.
Look how far apart his eyes are, first of all.
In my brain, when I was imagining all of this, he was blonde until I saw the picture. I was like, wait a minute. So I don't understand, though, because I love gingers. You could be this.
I'm just going to... This is me right
this. I'm so excited right now. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh. Are you gonna wear it for the rest of this part?
So,
all right,
we're not gonna make fun of him anymore because now we see why. As soon as I blew up his picture and started looking at it, I was like, "Fuck."
I'm the ginger.
Hopefully, this will keep the hair out of my face. It's gonna be hilarious.
All right. Woo! Okay.
We're doing this.
Okay. I love it.
All right. So, after talking about creatures, let's talk about what counts as sentient. So, what are we talking sentient here? Because Nyx is sentient. How far are we taking this?
Nyx is talking about getting it on with the Panthers. So
That's different. That's beast and beast, though.
True.
Like, come on.
I don't know.
So, would you, if the centaur was normal centaur? Is that why she changed it so it wasn't so weird? That way you had normal human penis, even though you got Bo Jackman horsehead? Because it'd be weird with the horse penis.
I'm assuming that it's along the same lines as Milking the Minotaur, that it's going to be along those lines. It's just going to have more of a horse shaped.
And then we also mentioned something last night when we were talking about this, and our friend Kate said it was definitely better with the horse sex. She also got the tongue, too. It's like, yeah. There you go.
We forgot about the whole tongue conversation. Oh my God.
So now you got horse tongue, male penis. You're good to go, apparently. Jesus Christ.
Okay.
What this book makes us talk about.
It's a lot more dick talk again.
After a lot of stalling like we just did, Alexis finally admits to everyone that she is a virgin. She thought they would think that it's actually really hot that she was a virgin.
Abstinence is hot, right?
Instead, they acted like she had announced a funeral. Even Nyx joined in on the collective gasp. Ugh. And now she's drawing the attention of every Spartan in the room. Great.
She's being called a prude by the Sirens. One of them even offers her sex right there at the table. She politely declines and does the smart thing, changes the subject back to, hey, let's play this card game. The game itself, though, is basically King's Cup meets Asshole meets Truth or Dare. And my fellow millennials know exactly the kind of chaos that combo would bring. 2 hours in, and Alexis is actually doing pretty good. Mostly because she's not afraid to grab the knives in the game by the sharp bits, literally. And while all this is happening, she's been drinking what can only be described as ecstasy in a cup. Ambrosia. Supposedly tasteless, definitely an upper. Mutts only get half the hit, though. But purebloods get high as Olympus.
Nice. We need to get some of that.
Yeah. Sounds good.
And Alexis was getting pretty white girl wasted herself. This whole thing's a pick-me-girl sorority game. One of those dares, a siren has to make out with a Spartan and call him ugly. Cool story, bro.
The best part is that he doesn't even know what's happening because he can't understand her.
Wait, did you just stick up for the game?
I thought it was hilarious because he has no idea and he just thinks that she's all enamored with him and he's like,
oh, great. Now I feel bad. I thought it was childish.
It is totally childish. Yeah. It is extremely childish.
That's why I made fun of it because it's something like sorority girls would. Yeah, because they started doing the too cool for school thing, offering her smokes and other stuff and calling her prude, which she politely declines.
Mm-hmm.
The distractions work, though. She finally loses at a hand, and her dare is for her to get naked. For most people, that's whatever. But for someone who's been bullied for her looks and only ever touched in pain, that's a big deal.
Yeah, it's a really big deal for her. I'll admit, I've never done ecstasy yet, but I do understand liquid courage. Yes, big yet. The ambrosia gave her just enough boldness to joke lift her skirt, just so they could see that she had the built-in shorts underneath. Thanks, Halara. She thought that'd be enough, but Lena disagreed, and suddenly Alexis is putting on a whole show, laughing, actually having fun, and the crowd is losing their minds. Except the piano player. The music stops and bodies go flying. Oh, shit, it's Karen. And he is making a beeline for her, fury first. And that's when it hits her. Oh, he was the piano player back in Corfu. Oh. But let's just say unhappy doesn't even begin to cover the look on his face. And then before he can reach her, Augustus beats him to it. And hand necklace. Necklace sizing, round 2. Yes.
And yes, she's half chubbed.
Me too.
Yeah. He tells her, this isn't a game, Alexis. I know who you are. And of course, she assumes it's about Zeus. Then there are literal sparks, and he drops some Shadow Daddy sexy villain line like, you have no idea what you've done with your little display, what you've started. When he lets go, the Sirens close ranks around her, but Orin makes the mistake of putting his arm around her while naked.
Ooh.
She steps out for air, and he still follows her, still touching. Cue Augustus, pissed as hell that anyone's touching her.
He tells Alexis that she needs to leave, or else. And or else what? Because threatening someone mid-orgy isn't the power move that he thinks it is. Lena, bless her chaotic little heart, gives Alexis just enough courage to talk back, which is a mistake. Because suddenly Augustus scoops her up like she's a sack of potatoes and storms off full angry dad at prom energy. Patro just stands there, stunned. And the Sirens, they're loving the drama, so much so that it seems that they start an actual brawl. And the last thing Alexis sees before everything goes sideways is a female siren foaming at the mouth, dying, and Augustus refusing to stop and help.
By the time the drugs really hit, nothing feels real. No matter how much she fights him, Augustus doesn't stop. He tells her he's going to punish her for 1 hour. Says she was warned this would happen. She thinks he's just being a dick. Nix thinks he wants to bang her. After a back and forth with Nix, Alexis finally passes out.
Then she hears those same two voices again while she's out cold, and she finally wakes up. It's all replaying in her head. The chaos, the sirens, finding out she's not powerless, and that poor dead siren. It's still stupid early, so she figures she's got the place to herself, so she decides to study, except when she opens the book, an index card flutters out with a threat straight out of a bad teen drama. Quote, "Leave Sparta now, or there will be dire consequences for you. You have until the January initiation ball to disappear. Fail to heed this warning and you will regret it." Real anonymous mean girl with homicidal tendencies energy.
She passes it off as childish bullying, which I get considering everyone's told her some version of that threat by now. Oh, look, another secret present. This time it's a box. A really nice box with her name on it. What's in the box?
7. Okay.
It's on par with 7 because there are body parts in the box. Oren's body parts. Now Alexis is officially freaked the fuck out. Hours later, the boys come back talking about how Augustus carried her out. Drex also tells her everyone's talking about the dead siren. She thinks he means Oren, but no, he's talking about the female siren that was poisoned. Then he starts blaming the Broody Bunch, and Alexis is floored because he is one of them.
Oh, but how wrong she and we all were. Drex's big power reveal is endurance. The man could dominate an Ironman triathlon, but actual murder, that's not actually in his skill set. Then the hairs on the back of her neck rise. So same whispers again. She even asks Drex this time if he can hear them. And spoiler, he can't, which makes it even creepier. He switches topics to tutoring, and who decides to insert himself into the conversation? Maximum. Nothing like a little unsolicited male energy to ruin your morning study session. Later, in class with Augustus, the tension hits critical levels. They end the chapter locked in an intense staring contest. And for once, it's Augustus who breaks first.
Nice. Girls got
Victory!
some confidence, baby.
Yeah, victory, Alexis.
So Drex isn't Chthonic, huh?
Oh my gosh, that is huge.
Yeah, we thought he was a badass, and this whole time his power is just endurance. So he's basically like a Kenyan track star.
That's how he's like carrying her up and down the mountain, though. So that makes sense. Okay.
Now, you and I deep dove this as well yesterday.
Yes.
Or the day before, whatever day it was.
Whatever day it was.
We, again, chapter 5.
Yes.
Very important. She was in a scruff with a bunch of dudes, and she bit a few, so there was blood-drawn blood exchanged. Because we think that her blood is poisonous. That's what happened to, was it Christos?
Yes, Christos.
Yep. But Drex was right there, and we read it, and it said that they were looking at her the whole time.
They were looking at her in horror.
Yeah, and all he was doing was
him.
pointing. And it didn't say anything about him having red eyes. It just said there was a red glow around.
So I wonder what he was doing with his arm. Like, what was he pointing at?
I don't know. So we think that she's the one that killed the boys with her poison blood.
So that also goes into our tinfoil hat for this because the siren who died was poisoned.
Yes.
And we went back. This is those little nuggets again. This was it.
Yeah, this
was the sentence.
One word.
Yes. Yes. The siren sliced her finger on the knife that likely also had Alexis's blood on it because Alexis had been grabbing it by the blade.
Yes.
So all of them are going to have her blood on it. So anyone who slices their finger, and it was just one little sentence. And it was in the middle of all of a bunch of other stuff happening. Oh, man, she is good.
One other big takeaway is Alexis, which you saw here with Augustus, is gaining a lot more confidence finally and becoming her own person. But getting that power was something that she needed to get that confidence because she didn't have it before. She thought that she was just ordinary, didn't know what her power was. Now she knows what it is. So she's okay. I know what I need to do now.
She felt useless.
Yeah.
Especially in a land of everyone had powers. You're the only one who doesn't feel like you have anything.
All right, now let's go back to the box because there was something else in the box besides body parts.
This was another one sentence.
One sentence, one word. What did it say?
Let me
like
find
something gleamed or glinted underneath, and that was it. It was one sentence.
All right, here it is. Something glinted underneath the body parts. I was too sick to look. Numb all over with shaking fingers, I placed the lid back. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Now,
knocked the box over, something glinted underneath the body parts, and she didn't look.
Now, we mentioned that now only because of what happens in chapter 21. So we are a little bit ahead of ourselves, and we're just showing you words matter. So if you pay attention to that, once we get to chapter 21, we'll go back to why that sentence mattered.
Mm-hmm.
That one little sentence.
Oh, itty bitty sentence. And then just the tinfoil hat with the two voices again.
Yeah. So
I don't know who that is.
I'm still guessing Karen and
Augustus.
That's my guess still.
All right. Now let's talk about who left this note.
You think that it's just a normal bully?
I think it's a threat.
So you think it's a threat. I'm a little bit more tinfoil hattish with this one. So I'm a little bit deeper in the ocean. I think that it's someone who was actually warning her to get out and save herself, like that she might be in too much
shit. A friendly warning?
Yeah, like a friendly warning, like you're getting yourself too deep into some shit that you don't want to be a part of.
Oh,
maybe.
Okay. I read it as a get out of here now or else.
And
that's how I read it.
And it could be that simple. I just like to go out a little bit deeper sometimes.
Okay. Yeah, no, I like it. All right.
So Augustus, who said with that little display, like she might have started something
with this. What?
And it was important she didn't show herself now because you and I figure that she is Hades and Persephone's. That makes her kind of like princess of the underworld. So I am wondering if because she is theirs, like your body's too precious.
Do you think they know that she is that person?
They probably figured it out at this point.
Oh,
I don't think they knew as a child, but I think now that they've seen her and know her, because when Karen saw her kill that boy, only a Chthonic can do that. No Olympian has that power. Olympians only have power for good. So they had to put two and two together. Oh shit, is she the missing child? That's why they keep saying, you know who the fuck you are. Why are you messing with us?
Yeah. Okay.
Because they think that she knows that, oh fuck. That's what it is. They think she knows that she is Persephone's child, but she doesn't remember shit. And she's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh,
this
that makes
is that
sense
miscommunication I keep yelling about.
Yeah, makes sense now.
It does. It does. Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay, and then the ambrosia is a small tinfoil hat, which kind of goes back to that.
Uh-huh.
There's no way she'd be that white girl wasted.
Yeah, that's exactly what Lena said. Again, that was one of those little sentences. So, it only affects smuts.
So she belongs. So she belongs to Persephone and Hades. That makes sense right there again. So that again adds to our collection.
I think we are. I'm 96% now. Can we say 96% after that?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and do 96%.
96. All right. Let's talk about this quote of this chapter, though.
Go for it.
You need to get dicked down.
She's not
says
wrong.
Nyx.
Hey, she's not wrong.
Oh, she is not wrong. And it is hilarious. I love Nyx for that. She's got
4 very attractive men looking at her.
I love Nyx for that.
And an gorgeous penis siren.
He's right there. Offering.
Right there. He was right there.
We could take care of this right now.
And the best part is there'd be no feelings involved. It'd be like, okay, so if you suck your first time, at least you don't have to feel bad about it and have feelings. You could be like, all right, cool.
That, and when she said no, he was like, okay.
That's what I did.
That was it. He's okay. Wait, you did what?
I just had sex with someone I didn't care about. Just to get it out of the way in case I sucked.
Yeah.
I was like, in case I sucked. Hey, we had an understanding. Like, we practiced and then done. Had an understanding, man.
Okay.
Hey.
I cannot hate on that. That's logical. It makes sense. Okay. It's protecting your ego for later when you actually care about someone. You don't want them to think less of you. Yeah, no, I get it. That totally tracks.
That was in a movie too. Like I remember that was like in the 90s or 2000s.
Didn't he sleep with the mom? Is it in American Pie?
No, it was American Pie, but I think it was Michelle and the main guy. And then they fell in love in the second movie, remember? Because they were just going to... Yeah, because they were practicing. That way he would be good for...
Nadia, yeah, that's right.
That's right, yeah.
Oh, but that's right. Aww.
See, it's a thing, though.
90s movies.
Yeah, it's a thing.
90s, right?
Yeah.
90s, 2000s. All right, let's talk about your pick for this chapter.
Yeah, let's go back to the centaur thing. I am still fucking weirded out about this.
Even now, after the beast conversation? The beast, the prince? In your wig?
Look.
Yeah.
I got no leg to stand on anymore because now I look like the fucker. So I can't sit there and say, oh, I get it now with that weird... He still looks weird. let's just get it over with.
Yeah, he still looks.
Let's be honest, I would never grow my hair out if I knew I was going to look like him one day. I feel like all redheads should put on this wig to be like, all right, as long as you don't look like the prince from Beauty and the Beast, you can grow your hair long.
But you have to do this.
Yeah, you have to do the
really wide-eyed.
Yeah,
awesome.
And if you look anything like that, sorry, no wig.
The best part is that you also have his lips.
I know. That's right. Yeah, the
really full bottom
really
lip.
full lips, and people made fun of those lips for it too.
What? I
see.
love
Look
lips.
at the beast. I have a picture of the beast right next to him. Those tusks are gonna hurt. I'm just saying.
Nah, you can work around that.
I guess.
I feel like the girls are going to back me up on this. You can work around that. Okay. Ooh, my pick for this was that Nyx joined just for the drama when the Sirens were wailing about her virginity.
That was a funny one.
I love that.
Yeah, I could see her just be like, no. Like,
and then
on the other side, no.
Precious just joins in. I want to join in.
That was funny. All right. Spicy moment. Augustus, neck grab, whisper in the ear, and engorge penises.
Yes, that spicy moment was nice. I love that you had to replicate it IRL just to see how that worked out.
I just want to know how hard he was, grasping.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, trope call out, touch her and die is a normal trope saying, you touch her and you will die. Bah.
That was definitely Augustus.
Yeah. Oh, and then never received a present. Hold on. Okay.
Yes. Never received a present before. Oh, that made me so sad. I understand why she and Charlie didn't exchange presents. Obviously, food was the necessity. But to have never received a present?
Yeah, that's not good.
That makes me sad. All right. So let's do character call outs next real quick. Karen is the pianist.
Pianist.
Lena.
Speaking of pianists, Oren, the male siren with the engorged pianist who was murdered. And who was the last one?
Lena, the first female siren that she talked to and found out, I have powers.
Yeah. Most likely see Lena again. We're definitely not going to see Oren again.
We saw parts of Oren again, but not after this, I don't think. She buried his parts. Yeah, I think he's...
I was waiting for that one part to show up in the box, which part I'm talking about, just because I thought for sure, I was like, it's going to be in there. And I was waiting for a dick in the box joke for this.
And then it wasn't there.
Yeah, but there was no dick in the box.
But you still got the dick in the box joke into the...
There's no dick in a box. No dick in a box, baby. There's no dick in a box. I got it in.
I'm glad I was here for this.
Okay, I'm ready to turn the page now.
I am too. Let's go. The Engorged Pianist, Chapter 20. Karen, a few hours earlier at the Symposium.
You and your dick jokes, Jesus Christ. Grab your popcorn and your moral compass. It's Karen's turn behind the piano.
A short but very hot chapter from Karen's point of view. He's tucked behind a column watching her while pretending to play piano and dodging Olympians, Spartans, and Sirens like it's rush hour in hell. He's laser focused, refusing to let these weak asses, or the one currently eye-fucking Alexis, pull his attention away. He's got plans, and he's not about to blow them by rushing things. He tries to redirect his thoughts, but the sound of Alexis laughing, loud, bright, alive, pulls him right back in.
Alexis stands up and basically turns her toga sleeves into a striptease. Yeah. He gets at least a medium heavy chub, right?
Jeez.
On the chub scale.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he starts rubbing on it, so.
Yeah, he's getting it up there. He's all about to lose it when Hell growls and drags him back to reality. What is she doing? If this keeps up, he's going to have to kill anyone who sees her tatas. The piano bench flies back as he stands and stalks toward her, only to stop short when Augustus reaches her first. And holy fuck, Augustus grabs her by the throat, leans in, and whispers into Alexis' ear.
Oh. Sure, they've shared hundreds of people over the years.
Hot.
Fun to make people sob with unimaginable ecstasy. Okay, so where's the sign-up sheet for that? Because that sounds awesome.
That's what I'm saying, man. Wait, what?
Karen sees the spark between them, the heat flashing across both their faces, and realizes he's been outpaced and he's time to move his plans up. Work starts now.
Nice. All right, so big takeaway. Karen is hot about Augustus and Alexis together and has a grand plan.
What is his grand plan? That's our 10-foil hat.
Eiffel fucking tower, baby. Woo!
It sounds like they are already doing that.
They've been practicing that for ages.
Yeah, hundreds.
Giving people just all kinds of ecstasy.
Yes.
I don't know what his grand plan is yet.
I'm not sure what his grand plan is.
Neither do I, but that's obviously something to do with Alexis.
And who is he hunting? And we know that he's hunting Alexis, clearly. What do you mean? Who is he hunting? He's hunting Alexis.
Who gave the fingers?
Who gave the fingers?
Who gave the present? Who else would cut someone's parts off and be like, here's a nice present in a beautiful box?
Aaron.
Yeah, so maybe that's who he was hunting, was Oran.
Oh,
I don't know why I said it
okay.
like that.
I just assumed that he was on the hunt for her. So that was how I took it. But you could totally be right because Oren touched her. So
yeah, so we can go the less fun way and go my way. We can go the more fun way and go your way. So there's that.
Let's go with my way.
Okay,
Yeah,
so speaking of
he's hunting
quotes, so
her.
let's do quote. This is definitely one of my favorite quotes. I wasn't interested in playing with weak bitches. Yeah.
What's really nice is that he says it almost exactly like that in the audio. And that was hot the way you did it just now. So I was like,
thank you. Oh, speaking of the Teddy Hamilton guy, whose voice does he do? So you don't know whose voice is who. I don't think it said. I think I looked it up, like who voices who. Obviously,
Blood of Hercules. Teddy Hamilton voices Karen.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And is that your favorite male voice out of the two so far?
Let me listen to it again. So let's talk about your pick here for this, which definitely plays into the quote for the chapter.
Oh, yeah. It's just disgust for everybody. It is absolutely hilarious. I'm done playing with these assholes because he wants
someone as vicious as himself.
Yes. And he's just enamored because I've never seen anything like that. Like
he's never seen a woman who is that rage, aggression. What he thinks is her killer instinct, again, which is not.
That's why I love this book, because it goes back to miscommunication, because he thinks that she is some cold-blooded killer, because he says it when he's watching in the boat. He's all this cold-blooded. Oh, like yeah.
She's vicious. Yeah. Oh, my God. Cold-blooded. She's
actually like freaking out.
She's trying to say, and he's yes, kill him. And she's like,
oh, man. It's so funny.
Oh, misunderstood. Misunderstood. Yeah. All right. So my pick for this chapter.
Shocking.
Yeah, I know. You and everyone else is going to be super shocked by this. Sob with unimaginable ecstasy. Yes. I really don't need to say more, but I've actually done that.
Yeah.
Do you remember that? That was so freaking funny. You were like, I was like, don't you dare fucking stop.
I do.
You're like, oh my God. And I was like, don't stop.
I think that was the same day of laughing afterwards as well, because it was so good.
Are you serious? Oh God, that's funny.
It was that good.
That was fabulous. Anyways.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone.
All right, spicy moment. Real in the book this time, not in real life. He regretted ever wasting his powers on them. Okay, so let's talk about this. He can put thoughts into your head, right?
Yeah.
He could put thoughts. Like, I wonder if they even actually have to do anything, if they just make you think that you're writhing. I wonder how this works.
Do you think one of them can boost emotions? Because hold on. Does she get any type of emotional around either of the two?
Yes. Karen.
I think he can boost emotion.
Oh, that totally makes sense, because she feels that obsession and she's, this isn't mine. Oh.
So that's why it's yummy, because he could probably make the ecstasy even grander.
Like, ecstasy's here, normal, and that's awesome. And he's let me amp that up for you.
Okay. Now I see why Team Professor right now. Because, okay. What sounds more fun to you right now?
Professor.
Amped up emotion like that? Or you just can't tell truth or lie? Like
amped up.
And then whatever, the other dude is death,
Achilles.
so his doesn't sound like fun unless you want to be like choked out all the time and passed out.
I can't imagine that's all Achilles can do.
Well, maybe he asphyxiates you with his muzzle. We're getting way...
That's breath play, but okay. Anyways.
All right. Okay.
All right, so we can do a trope call out real quick.
Hey, I can bring this out of us, huh? Did we talk about how him and Augustus like to Eiffel Tower people?
That was kind of the whole...
Spit roast, if you will.
Spit roast? Yeah, I found out what that meant yesterday. I was like, wait.
Say
what
that.
Does that mean?
Tell everyone again what you just said.
No.
What did you just find out yesterday? What a spit was?
Spit roast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I'm not a barbecue person.
Poor sweet.
I feel like if I was a barbecue person, I would know that.
Barbecue know what a spit roast is because you're not a barbecue person? So you're 43 years old and don't know? You went through 43 years. Hey, they got to know. They got to know.
Because anytime I've ever heard it talked about, it's been a pig on the stick. Oh,
you never hung out with guy friends and they talk about spit roasting a girl, or watch porn where they talk about spit roasting? None of that?
I just heard it referred to as Eiffel Tower. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the obvious one. But the Eiffel Tower only works if you are giving high fives, because then that creates the tower effect.
You have to give high fives.
Yeah, you give a high five, that creates the tower effect.
Okay.
Yeah. Other than that, it's just a spit roast.
I'm so. This is going to be a.
People are now listening to the show. What the fuck are we getting ourselves into right now?
God.
Jesus Christ. Last two episodes were nothing but dicks. Now we're talking about spit roast and centaurs and fucking me looking like the prince after he becomes the prince, the beast.
Oh my God.
Okay. Like the obvious trope call out is they share. Which we
Clearly.
just talked about. So I don't think we need to go down that rabbit hole anymore. Are you ready to turn the page? We got one more chapter.
I'm ready to
hang in there, everybody.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Titan Attacks, Chapter 21. Alexis, late November.
She's barely survived a striptease, a stalker god, and a threat in a box. So naturally, it's time to throw in a Titan attack.
It's late November now, 2 months gone. Alexis is holed up in her room at the Crimson Duo's place in Corfu. The guys are somewhere else in the house, laughing and carrying on. Something she hasn't done since she's got the gift box.
Yeah.
She's due back at the Crucible tomorrow, which means the clock's ticking on that 1 hour of punishment Augustus has promised her. Still no clue what that actually means, but given the man's track record, I'm guessing it's not a strongly worded email. She hasn't gone to a single symposium since the incident. Her newest gift was better, though. Her black, oversized emotional support hoodie, skull on the front.
She's officially in her emo era now, complete with the hoodie and a newfound determination to learn how to swear like a proper delinquent. The problem is she's terrible at it. Her inner monologue sounds like a sanitized Disney Channel meltdown. I don't want to go back to that frickin' sucky academy tomorrow. And then she catches voices, Karen's for sure, and a woman's, which is weird because not a single female visitor has crossed the threshold the entire time she's been here. So naturally, she turns the music down and goes full spy mode because nothing says, I'm healing, like eavesdropping on your maybe enemies. But that's when she hears it. According to the local gossip rag, Karen's chosen a betrothal, and he's not denying it.
The voices in the other room fade out, so she can't listen in anymore. She's getting hungry, so she finishes off the last of the cheese and heads to the kitchen for more food. And there it is, the paper with the article about Karen, Spartan's most eligible bachelor, complete with rumors that he's sent betrothal gifts. Good luck to whichever poor Olympian's about to get that prize.
Right? Then she nearly chokes on her snack when she sees the next story. It's about her, front page, and they picked the least flattering photo ever taken. And if that wasn't enough, that shitbird Titus decided to weigh in with, she's not as hot or as smart as everyone says she is. Calm down, Beta. Nope. But before she can throw the paper in the fire, a shriek from the doorway makes her jump, and in walks Helen, a walking ray of sunshine in a family of thunderstorms. Helen's all, you're so strong. It's so nice to have another young Spartan woman around, which is adorable. Almost enough to make Alexis forget that her new title is Hot Mess of the Week.
Helen, the only Chthonic woman, finally makes her entrance. She's Patro's half-sister and Augustus's full sister. She tells Alexis that Chthonics aren't all bad, just a little broodier than average, and that she doesn't buy into the whole Alexis is weak thing. Helen leaves and Alexis grabs more food and rage eats it like she's fueling up for the apocalypse. Back in her room, she drop kicks a pillow, screams into the void, and punches the mattress like it owes her money. That's when the whispers start again. The two voices, same corner of the room. Yeah, not today, Satan.
So she stomps over, points at the empty air, and basically tells it to knock it the fuck off. Stop whispering. Stop stalking me. Of course, there's no reply, which immediately sends her into a downward spiral. So she tries cussing out loud for practice. Shrit, crud, fluck. Girl, please. You sound like a Hallmark villain. Anyways, night hits and it's all nightmares. And then morning decides to show up about 5 minutes too soon. She's got just enough time to inhale half a bakery before Helen pops back in, delicately bird eating a single date, while Alexis is out here going full starved Viking at a feast. And before she knows it, it's time to leave.
The Crimson Duo drops her off right at the front lawn. She drags herself into the classroom where General Cleandro, Augustus, and Cassius are already waiting. Augustus is mid-smile until he sees Alexis. Then it's gone and she collapses into her spot on the floor. Next starts grumbling about how cold it is and mutters something about Augustus giving Alexis bedroom eyes.
Enter Maximum, the human equivalent of a golden retriever who just discovered caffeine. Happy, loud, and completely oblivious to social cues. He's been hanging around Drex's tutoring sessions, talking nonstop the entire fucking time. And now he's decided to move to the back row, right next to Alexis. To be fair, there's no official seating chart, more of an unspoken don't mess with the established order kind of thing. Within 2 minutes, he's bringing up that article from the Falcon Chronicles telling everyone how close he and Alexis are. The only thing close here is how close she is to losing her sanity.
Drex enters, right on time to notice that Maximum has moved his annoying ass to the back row. There's a look. The bro, what are you doing look? Then Augustus starts the day's lecture, Cyclops 101, half history, half existential dread. Alexis is scribbling Latin notes like her life depends on it, while Maximum takes the opportunity to whisper directly into her bad ear, over and over, until, bam, Augustus slams the textbook so hard the walls echo.
Alexis is mid-sigh of relief, but then Augustus notices the real crime of the day. Maximum dared to switch seats and sit next to her. The man goes unusually nuclear. Everyone's running the circuit now, no exceptions. Is that jealousy? General Cleandro is practically giddy about it, though, calling up Maximum's mentor, Ryax, like it's the best entertainment he's had all week. And just like that, off they go.
Hours later, still climbing that cursed mountain, Alexis is barely holding it together while Drex jogs beside her. Up ahead, Ryax and the rest of the initiates are just within reach when a high-pitched scream tears through the air to the right. Titan, and it's coming in hot. They all take off, sprinting like hell up the path, shouting to Ryax about the Titan charging their way. And that motherfucker just poofs away to alert the assembly of death.
Well, Cassius decides it's Cankle o'clock and takes off toward the lake to warn Heron. Now there's 6 of them left, tearing down the path Cassius vanished into when Leo trips over a boulder right in front of Alexis and absolutely wrecks his leg. The Titan's maybe 100 yards out, way too close, and she still grabs Leo's hand to help him up. And then in true horror movie fashion, the Titan leaps from an impossible distance and rips Leo's throat out. Time to slowly back away while the murder monster's distracted.
Except the Titan suddenly starts thrashing at thin air, growling, swinging, stumbling. Then Alexis feels a tug at her neck. Nix. The snake drops to the ground and slithers towards the monster, ready to make it regret existing. Alexis is screaming for her to stop. Nix is already sinking her fangs in. The Titan then staggers, woozy venom doing its thing. Nix climbs back up Alexis' leg, hissing, "Why the hell haven't you run yet?" Too late. The Titan locks on, steadies itself, and lunges.
It's too late, though. Without thinking, she bends down, grabs a rock, and proceeds to ignore every survival instinct in her body. She yeeted that rock straight at the Titan's face. Direct hit. Nailed it. And because that went so well, she snatches it up again for round 2, but only grazes it this time. She's seconds away from going full rabid squirrel, ready to claw and bite if she has to, when boom, pop, a Spartan slams it into the Titan, straddling it and unloading bullet after bullet like he's got divine rage and infinite ammo. And then he starts talking to thin air? Nyx, of course, is absolutely feral about it. The reload is hot. Nyx is in her dark romance era.
And because one mag dump wasn't enough, the guy pulls out a dagger and just starts stabbing. Then he looks up. Of course, it's Karen. Nick says what Alexis can't, that he's hot. He stalks towards her and she throws her hands up, but instead of killing her, he's checking her over to make sure she's still alive. Then he starts ranting again, grabs her arm, voice raised, words cryptic as ever.
But when his grip tightens on her arm and he starts actually yelling in her face, she freezes. Full stop. Nyx is in her ear trying to ground her. Hey, breathe. It's okay. But Heron sees it. The shift, the light just gone in her eyes, and his anger drops instantly. And he's panicking now. All rough edges have gone soft. He's apologizing, trying to talk her back, voice barely above a whisper, but she's locked in, trapped in her own body. So he does the only thing he can. He keeps his voice calm, even asks permission to touch her to get her somewhere safe. And she manages the tiniest nod.
And then in the library, the surviving initiates all safe. Patro and Achilles burst in, and no one can figure out how the Titan made it out that far. Alexis is fading in and out while people argue about whether to stab the doctor if he dares apply healing cream. Someone mutters about dishonor if anyone saw her boobs mid-rescue. She pauses out before she can tell them to shut up. Hours later, she jerks awake, limps up to her usual seat, and just sits there, hollow.
Maximum's quick to fill in the blanks, though, bragging about how Patro, Achilles, and Augustus swooped in to rescue everyone and how Augustus supposedly lost his damn mind when he realized she wasn't with them. She again tries to shrug it off, saying, it's Patro and Achilles again. But one look at Drex's face says he's not buying that for a second. A few hours later, class resumes, and Augustus is in a mood, the kind of mood that could sour milk. He snaps at her in front of everyone else, saying, next time you see a Titan coming, try running away from it, not toward it. Titus laughs. Alexis just stares at the floor, fists clenched tight. The bullying continues.
Okay, so our big takeaways are combined with our tinfoil hat section this time because we have Karen getting married. So let's talk about that real quick.
Okay, so Karen is getting married. Who is he marrying?
I
And
think we have
didn't they talk about betrothal gifts too?
So 3 betrothal gifts, and she received a box.
Mhm.
She's received this sweater.
Yep.
And there was something shiny
In the
in
bottom
that box.
of the box.
And one of the things that they give away is jewels, right?
Yes.
Like the family jewels.
So I am thinking that is the jewels.
And she's the only woman that he's obsessed with.
Yeah.
It makes sense that is her. Obviously, she doesn't know.
Yeah, obviously. Ooh, okay. Okay.
And so speaking of the sweater,
Yeah.
we weren't too sure. We'll go back and look at the book, but we know for sure that there's 2 middle fingers. We just don't know if there's like a skeleton or if it's just a skeleton hands.
Yeah, I need to figure out what that looks like because I did not pay attention to the description.
And another, so that kind of gives away who was laughing when she lifted her middle finger, because I'm guessing that's what the sweater is for, representing when she lifted her middle finger, which is one of my favorite parts in the book.
Yeah, that's got to be what that is. I didn't even put those together.
Yeah, I think that's just commemorating, which to me is a very cute gift, despite the fact he's a giant murderer.
Yes.
Because think about that, like in a relationship, it's thoughtful.
He has a moment that they shared and made a commemorative object from it. I love that.
There you go.
All right. So everyone seems to know that Augustus has a thing for Alexis, except for her.
Yes.
Like Drex is, what are you talking about? Maximum, I think, was about to say something too when Drex cut him off.
So I know a lot of people are getting frustrated with Alexis and not picking up on shit. But if you think about the way she is and how she's been growing up, she's not going to pick up these context clues that someone likes her.
No, because no one has ever acted this way towards her. And it's not like they are acting super nice. It's not how she would expect to be treated because she writes fanfic. So she's going to expect a certain kind of interaction. And this is not it.
Yeah, like a Carl Gauss
Yes.
situation who's like very proper and
Yes,
old
and
school.
this is not it.
Not only that, but we also agree, and a lot of our fans and a lot of people on TikTok agree that she is neurospicy, most likely autistic, right?
Yes, I think
And
so.
autistic people are very bad at picking up social cues.
Yes.
So that's why it's very hard for us sometimes when we're like out in the club and stuff. If a girl or guy's flirting with us, we don't know sometimes.
Are you
we
trying to
miss it.
say that I have no idea how many people have flirted with me?
Most likely, and same here. We probably, you and I and a bunch of autistics have missed out. I know for one, in high school for sure, and I got called out on it. This one girl, I think it was my sophomore year, and she was a freshman, and it was for one of the dances, and I didn't know she had a thing for me. She said, "Hey, are you going to the dance?" And of course, my autistic ass was like, "No," and then that was it. And then all my friends were like, "She was trying to ask you out, dumbass." I was like, "Oh." I was just being honest with her. I didn't want to go to the dance. I was like, I really wasn't going. I was like, no, but I would have went had I known what she was asking, what she wanted, but I didn't know because I didn't know those clues. So when people get frustrated, if you put in to mind that she's possibly autistic, then it's not as frustrating because then you understand she's just missing all the context clues and social cues.
Yeah. That makes it a lot easier.
It
to
does.
understand.
It makes it more palatable to understand and take her in.
That and just give her a little bit of grace. She has no idea. This has never happened before.
Yeah, she's never been flirted with before. Everyone just makes fun of her, so she doesn't understand.
Yeah.
But, okay, so we do have one more tinfoil hat. Obviously, the Titan attack has to be talked about.
Yes.
Do you think someone is unleashing the Titan, or do you think that they're just getting bolder?
I don't know. It sounded like everyone was very concerned about its proximity. Like it had never been this far out or had never been in this location before. It sounds like someone may have done it on purpose.
That's what I'm
Is what I'm
guessing.
thinking.
And I'm guessing that it's because of Alexis. She's targeted.
I think so.
And
too.
it has something to do with the notes. That note. I think.
Note, yeah. Why not? They're trying to get rid of her for some reason.
Now, because we're doing tinfoil hats and we are allowed to go a little bit deeper in the ocean, we did have a few picks that you and I talked about yesterday who we think would be the bad person who is causing all this. So my pick is General Cleandro, but I don't think he's the mastermind after you and I talk. Because you said who?
I don't think it's General Cleandro, but he does keep going away with people and disappearing them. So I'm not going to say no on him, but I don't think he's the mastermind. I think it might be Theros.
Why is that?
Because he was salty back at the Symposium when Zeus was talking to her and was like, I'm going to let you join our house and maybe I'll train you with my heir. And I felt like Theros kind of whipped his head around. Excuse me? You're going to train me with that kind of thing? So I'm going to say 75%, 75, 80%.
So I can see that. And if we're going back into pattern recognition, if you think about billionaires, like he's a single child billionaire, like a single heir. So he's been like this forever. Well,
and
not forever.
she's a mutt.
Yeah, and she's a mutt, and so he's going to be jealous, like, oh, this poor girl's going to come in and be one of us, blah, 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 blah. Now, I can see that in him playing nice, because I think Zeus is too dumb to be the mastermind now. I thought Zeus was going to be the mastermind, but I think he's just like that dumb billionaire, idiot, dad, whatever.
Just there to, here's some money.
Yeah, here's some money. Let me pay
her
everyone off, whatever.
Yeah.
He's just dumb. But Theros does make sense, because in
just the way he reacted was
just
really,
being jealous, and also the fact that we know what his power is with his shield, and we think that shield power is going to come into play eventually.
Yeah.
Because remember, Augustus tested it, and he tried to punch through.
And they talked about someone being inside.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. What if he's going to kidnap Alexis, and then Augustus or somebody tries to break through his shield, and they can't because, boom, got her.
Oh, man.
Huh. Now, it could still be Cleandro, and not him being in charge, but him working with whoever's doing it, like Theros, because they keep disappearing people. Exactly. And they said with this description, which we'll get to in a second with lore talk, is they have human-like features, and they had clothes that were hanging off.
Yeah. Ooh,
so we'll get to that here in a second.
I have one more big takeaway, though, that we didn't talk about.
Okay.
That was Alexis shutting down, disassociating when Karen started screaming at her. And he recognized it. So I believe that he has the trauma also, and recognized or has seen the trauma, something along those lines.
I think we forget a lot of times that even though this is a comedy book, there are serious moments where she has her feelings, because there's been times where she cried in the shower. What Zeus said to her made her feel ugly for the first time.
And this time she's actually shut down. This is the first time through the book that she's actually shut down.
The bathroom scene, too, where she came back and Augustus was easy on her as well.
Oh, yep. That one, too.
Yeah. So she's had her moments, and it shows the vulnerability. She uses humor to disassociate herself and to get through life. And that's what the author's showing us. But she still has feelings that people don't see, that she hides. Yeah. And only does it alone, to where only Nyx can see, because she's the only one she trusts, besides Charlie, of course, but Charlie's not there.
Yeah.
Speaking of Nyx, let's go to our quote of the chapter.
I should have bullied you more. Instead, I let you grow up into a weirdo. I'm sorry.
That's a good quote.
The best part is that it was a rhetorical question from Alexis, and she's like, why does everybody keep answering those?
Yeah. Oh, in the interest of time, we are going to combine our picks because they're the exact same pick, and it's her deciding to learn how to cuss. And it's interesting why she chooses not to cuss, because it represents her abusive foster parents, and that's why she didn't want to cuss. But now she's trying to take it back herself, even though it's funny to us that, she learned how to cuss and it's cute. But that's like something that she's taking back from those foster parents. No, I'm not going to let you take this from me. I'm taking this back.
Ooh, I like that take on that. I love that.
She's getting better, especially now that she's learned that she has power. She is becoming a better person. Not better person. She's always been a good person, but she's becoming more self-aware.
Yeah, and more self-confident, maybe.
There you go.
Learning about herself. I love that.
All right. And then you want to say something more about the pick?
My pick is just that Nyx was just rubbing it in her face, essentially saying, shit. So Alexis was like, you're just showing off. Stop that.
All right. Then we get a spicy moment when Karen walked up to her after killing Titan.
Up until he started yelling at her. Yeah. Because it was very gentle and sweet and checking her over. Are you okay? And then it was like, oh my God, I'm so mad at you. So anyways, that was a little bit rough there on the backside.
Yeah. Then trope, touch or die, usual.
What about this one that he would have dishonored all three of us? Is that like a medieval trope of some sort? What is that?
I wouldn't say it's a medieval trope, because I think you also see this in the mafioso stuff, because these guys are representative of mafioso, whereas our cousin Jenny not be seen by any guys but Italian boys, that kind of thing.
Oh, I didn't even think about it as like mafioso, but
it's mafioso.
It is this is the Greek.
You didn't realize?
This is the Greek mafia. No, I'm so silly.
It's kind of Greek mafia and government and fae-ish because of the immortality. It's a mix of everything. That's why I kind of like it. It's fun.
I love it. This is so great. Okay.
All right. Then we have a couple new characters that show up. So we're going to start with one of the smaller ones, Ryax. He's the House of Dionysus and the mentor of Maximum. His animal protector is an albino crow.
That's cool.
That's kind of cool.
All right. Then we get the description of the Titan. Tall and skinny, pale skin covered in mottled black veins. Human-like features hollowed and misshapen. Ragged scraps of clothes hung off it. Resembled a rotting corpse.
I'm telling
That
you.
sounds like necromancy.
I'm telling you, Cleandro and them are creating these fuckers. They created them to cause this issue, to stop the Great War and to
common enemy.
and have the humans be like, we need your help.
We need you. We'll worship
and
you.
to keep and to keep the Chthonics busy and shit. I'm telling you. But you're right. It's not. I don't think it's Zeus. He's too dumb. Someone else is in charge. We'll figure, maybe Poseidon because he's pissed at.
Oh, because
Hades.
they won't let their people in? Ooh.
Yeah, we really haven't heard much of Poseidon. If you're going to make him a bad guy, you would throw him in the book for us to talk to. But then again, it's book 1. Maybe we'll see him in book 2. Who knows? I'm just
and then again, maybe
spinning.
a bunch of the mentors are doing it or something.
All right. And then we got one more character. We finally meet Helen, who is 16 years old. She is the only Chthonic woman and an heiress. She's very strong. We don't know what her power is yet. And she reminds me, now I know who she reminds me of. Cher Horowitz from Clueless. Alicia Silverstone's character.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. I can get behind that.
Paris Hilton's not a terrible person, but
I like Cher better.
yeah,
I
Cher
like
Horowitz is better.
Like when you said Paris Hilton, I was like, okay,
I can just see Helen like having that computer program where she's like picking out her outfit and being like, and saying,
oh, that's great.
We need to watch Clueless. That's a great movie.
Oh, we should.
And Paul Rudd still hasn't aged. He still looks the way he did in that movie when he was in his early 20s, I think.
Is he a vampire?
He's easily a fucking vampire. Come on.
It's insane. He looks exactly the same.
Also, he's a super nice guy. So I think nice people like him get lucky.
Karma.
Like Keanu Reeves.
Yes. Keanu Reeves is amazing too.
Yeah, we need to put him in stuff more.
Now that we've talked about all these amazing people, are you ready to play Who's the Asshole?
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Yeah. Welcome to Who's the Asshole, where we read a quote from the book and determine which asshole said it to Alexis. This is all for fun, and we do not condone bullying.
We do not.
And as always, we will rate each quote with our burn factor from 1 to 10, 1 being and 10 being that is straight asshole-ish.
I love this game. This is the best.
All right.
Are you ready?
I'm going to let you start. Are you going to start with a top tier, or are you going to go medium, low? How you starting? Don't tell me, but...
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with this one.
All right, hit me.
You fucking infuriate me. I was going to go hardcore first. Go.
All right, I know who that is.
Who?
That's Augustus.
It is.
There's certain things that he says versus what Karen says, so I got them locked in. And what Patro says, yeah. I know who says what.
Just based on the words that they're using now?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, we'll see.
All right, so rating, let's see, you fucking infuriate me. So we agreed that burns don't have to be funny. It's just impactful. I'm going to go.
Are you going to do it in context or just as the quote itself?
I'm going to go with, you have to go context as well.
Okay.
So because of what was going on, I'm going to say an 8.
Okay. Why?
Just because she does infuriate him. She's being truthful. He's like, you fucking infuriate me. Even though it's hot.
I'm going to say agree with you because of the circumstances, because I feel like they were getting hot and bothered. And then he flipped the switch and was like, you fucking infuriate me. What the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
So I'm going to agree on an 8. I like that.
Okay.
All right. What's your first one?
All right. You ready? So you are the repressed prude.
That's a good one. I didn't even think about that quote. So that would be Lena, right? Lena?
Yep. That is Lena.
Oh, man.
One of the Sirens.
You are the repressed prude.
Yes.
That is a good burn. That's at least above a 5.
Oh, yeah. Especially for a siren. Yeah.
That's good. Ooh. So you are the repressed prude. I'm going to give it a 7.
Nice. 7's good.
Yeah. I like that one.
And again, because of context, I feel the Sirens are the sorority girls, frat boys who are super rich and don't know any better. So even though that she said this, I don't think she meant it as a insult. She was just being funny. Oh, you are the repressed prude.
Yeah.
So I'm going to bring it down to a 4 or a 5 just because it wasn't intentional. So it was an unintentional burn.
Okay. I like how you've done that. An unintentional burn.
Yeah, it was an unintentional burn because she thought she was just being funny.
I like that. Okay. I have to adjust my rating based on an unintentional. Well, I didn't really think about that.
Well, also, you got to think about in this context, too. How would an autistic or neurodivergent person take that quote versus a neurotypical? A neurotypical would take it as a joke. They would probably laugh along with Lena, whereas we might take it seriously. Oh, damn. She thinks I'm a prude and get embarrassed, which she did.
Yes. which I would also.
It was a joke. It was just a joke, but
Yeah.
we would have taken it to heart.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So an unintentional burn. I like that. I got to think about that. Okay. Unintentional.
Yep.
I'm going to lower mine to a 5.
Okay. 5 it is. So we're giving that one a 5.
I like it.
All
Okay.
right, you're up.
All right. I've lost all respect for you.
I want to say that's Nyx. I'm trying to think if that was her when she was stripping during the card game or not. I'm going to final answer Nyx.
It is Nyx. And
Okay.
it is during that. And I think it's when she raised up her skirt and she had the
Yes,
shorts on
yes.
underneath. I've lost all respect for you. Oh, so great. All right. What's your next one?
Okay. Considering that's a Nyx, I'm going to go 6 with that one just because she's done better. But that's still a good burn.
I've lost.
Still
From her
solid for me.
bestie. It's intentional. So I'm good with a 6. I'm good with a 6. Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't mean. It wasn't like harsh. So yeah, I'm good with a 6.
Good.
All right. What's your next one?
All right. You ready?
Yes.
Why are you like this?
Ooh. See, now I feel like this may have been said twice in these 4 chapters, but the fact that I have this as one of mine, as Zeus.
There you go.
Yeah. Why are you like this?
Okay.
Poor Alexis. And
Now,
then she feels
context.
ugly.
Now it's all about context. So,
Yes.
what are you
why-
giving it?
Oh man, that's a hard one. Everybody says this to her, so to her it's not a burn. But why are you like this? I would take it as a burn.
I'm going to give you my explanation after I give you my number. But go ahead.
Okay, why are you like this? I'm going to go, I don't know. I'm going to say 6.
6. Okay. Why?
6 to a 7. Because he's being mean.
Okay. I'm going to go.
That's what I'm going to go with, because he's actually being mean.
Okay. You're going to laugh.
Oh, God.
I'm going to go 9.
9.
And here's why.
Because dad?
Because he's a dad. Because this is like
Okay.
your first meeting with your daughter.
Ooh.
And she's being awkward because she's scared and powerful Zeus and all this stuff. And then she does something awkward and weird. And all of a sudden you just hear your dad who you've never met before just be like, why are you like this? So I'm going to go 9.
Yeah, okay. I totally.
Still funny. I laughed my ass off at this part, especially when she said, is that a rhetorical question?
Is that a rhetorical question?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I did not factor that in.
Yeah.
First time meeting dad, too? Ouch.
That's rough.
I have to agree with you. 9-10 on that. Like, that. Yeah, wow. Why are you like this?
All right. You're up.
Okay. Explain yourself.
Explain yourself. I'm going to go Karen.
Damn it.
Just because we haven't
Yes.
really had much Karen.
Yeah, it's him.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Karen, he doesn't really say anything too funny, too
No.
aggressive like Augustus. So
He does say some things, but they're very him coded. So
Yeah.
there's no confusing.
just
you about
because he's scary, I'm going to go 3.
it. Just because he's scary. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really
It's not
much
that
of
big
a
of a burn. It's
no.
still a burn, but it still counts.
I'll go 2-3. 2-3 on that one.
Because we can't all have 10s on here, or else
No.
the game wouldn't be fun.
No.
Yeah, you got to have some lame burns too.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
All right.
Okay. You ready?
Yes.
All right. We'll do this one. No, she's not as attractive as people are saying. Her eyes are freaky and she's overhyped.
Okay.
Oh,
that
man.
is epic. Titus, thank
Yes.
you for that one in the Falcon Chronicles. Let's see. That is a good burn, actually. And it's public. That's like a 9-10.
I forget what movie it is. There's a movie that has a bully that reminds me of Titus where he is just so fucking funny. You have to hate him, but he's just absolutely hilarious with the shit he says. And he's like a kid, but I forget what movie it is, but that's what he reminds me of because the burns are so fucking good. He's an asshole, but it's just like, she's overhyped. I lost it.
She's
Her eyes are
overhyped.
freaking. She's overhyped. And I was like,
I love her response to it, too. I'm going to stare at him more. I'm going to make sure he looks at my freaky eyes some
Yeah.
more.
all right. So what are you giving it?
Ah, a 9 or 10.
Yeah,
That's
you have
good.
to.
That's good.
Titus-
Like to everyone, to the world, not just to her, to everyone who, all of Sparta has read that now.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm going to give that a 10,
It's
actually.
not just, that is a solid 10.
Because it's
all of Sparta.
because all of
Yes.
Sparta has
No,
not read
not
that.
just all of Sparta, because I think even the humans can read this shit too.
Oh,
So like the
shit.
whole world now knows
So-
that she's got freaky eyes and she's overhyped.
10. You get a 10, Titus.
10.
Wow.
Fucking 10. Oh my God. Titus is funny.
Oh, man.
He's such a dick.
That's so great. That was a really good one. I like that one.
All right, you're up. This should be our last ones.
Okay. All right. Here we go. You need to get dick down.
Yeah.
You know who that is.
I know who that is. It's a good one, though. It's Nyx.
That's really good.
And we're going to give...
factor on that
We're going to
one,
give
though.
that one an 8. Solid 8.
A solid 8, yes.
Yeah.
She's always talking about it, and this is hey, you seriously.
Well, yeah, she's to the point now. She's like, you just need to get laid.
You just need to get laid now.
Yeah.
Good. Solid 8. Love it. All right. What's your last one?
This will be my last one. You ready?
Yes.
Are you sure you can understand her?
Oh my God, Nyx is killing it with the burns.
Yeah.
That is Nyx again.
And again, context, because she was like, oh, they said gorgeous and beautiful or glorious or whatever. And she's, are you sure?
Are you sure you can understand Siren? I'm going to give that a 9 or a 10 as well.
Same here. That's a great burn.
Great. Okay,
again,
I'm going to give it a 9 because it wasn't to everyone and nobody else heard it. So I'm going to give it a 9 only because of that.
And what's funny is without context, it's just a simple, maybe a 4. But then once you get the setup where she's, oh, they said I'm beautiful and blah, blah, blah. And she's, are you sure you can understand? Yeah, that's a solid
context
10.
Makes that great.
Yes.
Oh, fabulous.
All
this
right.
was a great game of Who's the Asshole.
Yeah, I can't wait. I'm so glad Bonds is coming out so we can just keep playing this.
This is a great game.
All
Fabulous.
right.
Fabulous.
We are done. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out. And don't forget, if you want to play along, send in your quotes by Saturday to bookfor2podcast@gmail.com by Saturday with your quotes, and pick who you want to answer it so we can double check that we're not using the same quotes. Are you ready for Spartan Center?
I am. Let's go.
The Symposium got messy, the alliances got weirder, and the body count's officially gone up. Welcome back to Spartan Center. I'm Imus of Apollo.
And I'm Pallas of Athena. From new powers to old grudges, Alexis Hertz Crucible season just traded steadying for surviving. And the Broody Bunch can't decide whether to mentor her or mentally break her.
Between a godly family reunion, an accidental strip show, and a Titan crash landing in the mountains, this week proved one thing. There's no such thing as a chill chapter in Blood of Hercules.
All right, let's get started with Chapter 18, the Symposium. What starts as a dull sausage fest for the Spartan elites quickly devolves into a god-tier mixer once the entertainment shows up.
Yeah, nothing says intellectual gathering like turning the lights down and inviting in a pack of supernaturally hot sirens. Real classy.
Alexis is not vibing. She's still reeling from having her mind invaded by Augustus, and now she's the only woman in a sea of horny demigods and wine breath.
And then Daddy Zeus shows up, the reunion we've all been waiting for, except it's painfully awkward. Man fumbled that conversation harder than George Clooney fumbles marital vows.
Woo! You've got my white eye, not the black one. Bro, read the room. Alexis looks like she wants to crawl under a table.
At least Nyx is there to provide emotional support, or she would have been if she hadn't slept through the entire mind invasion. 9 years of silence, and she just now mentions she suspected Alexis could talk to creatures? Worst teammate ever.
But surprise, Nyx was right. Turns out Alexis's power is full-on creature communication. She's basically the Spartan Dr. Doolittle, minus the chill.
When one of the sirens realizes Alexis can understand her, it's game over. Instant fascination. They're ready to play nice, or more accurately, play games.
Just as Alexis agrees, the mysterious pianist, who's been smooth and unbothered all night, hits a wrong note. First one all night.
Smooth and unbothered is correct. That's a red flag with perfect tempo. Something tells me this game is about to hit a whole new key. Now we're in chapter 19 and it's pure chaos. The Symposium starts with Alexis surrounded by Lena, Orin, and the other sirens. The popular kids grilling the weird new girl. They're fascinated by the human experience, like, what's it like being poor and clothed?
The whole thing's giving high school lunch table anthropology. So you don't have orgies every Thursday?
Then the bomb drops. She's a virgin. The room reacts like she just confessed to tax evasion. Even Nyx joins in on the jeering. A+ teammate, Snake Edition.
They drag her into a drinking game. Think King's Cup with knives. Alexis holds her own for solid hours before the ambrosia hits. Half the table's tipsy, and she's straight up celestial wasted.
Loses a round, pulls the dare card, and boom, tries to show it all. She starts awkwardly teasing halfway between burlesque and breakdown, and the Broody Bunch instantly loses it.
Augustus storms the stage like he's running a blitz, and right behind him, mystery pianist Aaron, freshly unhinged.
Augustus scoops her up, Heisman pose, dodging Spartans and sirens as bodies drop left and right. Total pile up, then lights out.
When she wakes up, a box is waiting. Not flowers, not chocolates. Oron's body parts, and something shiny.
She's officially free, tries to focus on class the next day, but the hangover, the trauma, and the rumor mill aren't helping.
Augustus tries another power stare, but this time she wins. Doesn't flinch, doesn't blink, just stares him down.
Big rookie moment right there from human outsider to undead eye contact champion.
And chapter 20 flips the POV for us, and surprise this time, it's Karen. Our resident piano-playing murder bat is trying to stay focused, but the man's got tunnel vision for one thing, Alexis.
The room's an entire Olympic-level orgy, sirens everywhere, and he's just hammering the keys, pretending he's not picturing homicide or something worse. Dude's got it bad.
So bad that when someone mentions Alexis joining the game, he actually misses a note. The unshakable Spartan rattled.
You can practically hear the Windows error sound in his head. Man's supposed to be plotting world domination, and instead he's catching feelings.
Then Alexis stands up and starts doing her awkward toga dance, her best Coyote Ugly impression without the bar or the rhythm, and the music just dies.
That's when Augustus jumps in for the save, playing interference before Karen loses control. They've got that unspoken tag team thing going on, and it's equally impressive and disturbing.
Yeah, that's not their first double play. Different arena, same hot chemistry.
And the wild part, Karen's got a master plan brewing. Long game, chessboard level stuff, and Alexis just wrecked half of it by existing too loudly.
Whatever he's planning, one thing is clear. The man's not just playing piano anymore. He's playing with fire.
And finally, chapter 21 kicks off back at Corfu, where Alexis is living her best recluse life. Emo hoodie, isolation, and intrusive thoughts.
Until a bombshell drops, Spartan's most eligible bachelor, Karen, is engaged. Apparently in this world, that means 3 betrothal gifts, including one full of jewels. I'd be more surprised if it wasn't arranged trauma.
She's got the black dress waiting in her room, straight up funeral chic. Perfect for her I hate men, but the bread is good era.
Speaking of bread, we meet Helen, sheltered, hot, and apparently the most well-adjusted Spartan alive. She's giving rich cousin you actually like energy.
Helen leaves, Alexis has a full-on meltdown, and then it's back to the crucible. It's November, and Augustus is about 3 missed naps away from a workplace incident.
He goes nuclear because someone moved seats. The punishment, a good old-fashioned circuit run. That's like your boss making you sprint laps for using the wrong stapler.
Things go from bad to catastrophic when, surprise, Titan attack, Leo faceplants, gets yeeted out of existence, and Alexis and Nyx are suddenly on defense duty.
Credit where it's due. Our girl held her own. Nyx got her venom in, Alexis got her swings in, and just when it's about to go full Jurassic Park, boom! Karen drops in, guns blazing.
Literally guns blazing, dude unloaded full clips. Daggered a Titan into the afterlife and still had time to be emotionally unavailable.
He's furious, she's traumatized, and the only thing more shredded than the Titan is Alexis's mental state.
The doctor patches her up, Karen gives a cryptic, don't die again speech, and we close out the chapter with one takeaway.
Alexis is out of lives, out of patience, but definitely not out of problems.
More Titans, more trauma, more tea next week. All right, time for our Spartan Center Top 5 Replays of the Week.
Woo, coming in at number 5, we have the Symposium itself.
Nothing says team building exercise like a good old-fashioned Greek orgy with snacks and emotional damage. At number 4, we have Alexis with the defensive play of the year, blocking Zeus's awkward attempt at bonding.
Dude wrapped up the whole chat with, "You like soup?" And then skedaddled. King of the gods, master of the Irish goodbye. At number 3, we have the engagement news of the world's most eligible bachelor, Karen. Yes. Not sure if excited or terrified for the lucky bride-to-be.
Yeah, word has it he already sent the traditional 3 betrothal gifts, jewelry included.
Ooh.
And call me crazy, but something tells me the mystery girl didn't exactly RSVP on purpose.
Oh.
In our number 2 spot, we have Nyx temporarily switching to the Siren team after they learn Alexis is a virgin.
Yeah, real classy move. Your emotional support snake turning into the world's tiniest Titan for peer pressure. All right, and finally, for our number 1 replay of the week, it goes to Alexis learning she has powers, of course.
Finding out your big Spartan gift is Dr. Doodling mid-orgy, not exactly the power reveal you brag about on your resume.
And that's your top 5 replays of the week.
Spartan Center Top 5 Replays, powered by Helen's Ambrosia Sparkling Wine. 1 sip, you'll text your ex, accidentally start a war, and wake up in someone else's toga. Bubbly, chaotic, questionably legal.
Do not take Helen's Ambrosia Sparkling Wine. You are allergic to Helen's Ambrosia Sparkling. And that's all for this week's Spartan Center. From awkward daddy-daughter bonding to accidental engagements, Alexis Hurt is out here redefining. It's complicated.
Yeah, and next week, more chaos, more blood, maybe even more powers. Someone get this girl a manual before she accidentally marries another god.
For Iamus, I'm Palith.
Immortality is not a right. It's a privilege.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Booked for Two.
Don't forget to subscribe and leave a review to help other book lovers find the show.
Follow us on socials at Booked for Two Podcast for behind-the-scenes content, updates, and sneak peeks. We'll also post next week's chapters every Sunday, so you can read along.
Join us for our live Q&A. We are back on Thursday at 7:30 p.m. Central on TikTok. We'll answer your burning questions, react to your theories, and occasionally overshare our book-related emotional damage.
Want even more chaos? Join our Discord. The link's in our bio. Come hang out, chat books, and get early access to exclusive content.
Finally, don't forget to grab your merch at bookedfor2.com.
Until next time, keep turning the page.